issue is the constitutionality of the so-called Cornhusker kickback. That's the deal cut by the Democratic leadership to secure the vote of Nebraska Senator Ben Nelson. As is, the bill exempts Nebraska from paying its share of a Medicare expansion. At least 10 of 19 Republican attorneys general are lining up to challenge the provision. South Carolina Attorney General Henry McMaster is leading the charge against what he calls corruption. Here's a recent tweet. The deal cut with Ben Nelson amounts to nothing more than vote buying at taxpayers' expense, and it must be challenged. Joining me now on the phone is South Carolina Attorney General Henry McMaster. Thank you very much for joining us. And in layman's words, tell us what your argument is.
Well, there are 11 attorneys general now, and there'll probably be more later. But the idea is that 49 states will be paying their own new share for Medicaid, but Nebraska is exempted. So the Nebraska state government will be exempted from a burden that all other states must bear, and the other states are getting no benefit from their paying Nebraska's share. So although the spending power in the Congress is very broad, it is not unlimited. And the case law under the Constitution have said that where you have distinctions or different treatment in a general law, that distinction or different treatment must be based on a reason, some kind of reason, like in this case population, poverty, health facilities or something. It can't be based on just buying a vote. That is not a good reason under the Constitution. So that's why we believe that this is unconstitutional. We are doing the research to determine what, if anything, the states can do. Well,
critics of now 11 of you are saying this is a political stunt, and in fact they say it's just an effort to get publicity for people who are running for higher office, including governor. What's your response to that?
Well, I'd say that the politics of this are all in Washington, and this is an unprecedented thing where millions, hundreds of millions of dollars are being spent. That is, will be spent in Nebraska if this becomes law at the expense of the other state. This is an unprecedented thing, and it's also unprecedented because there's not even a pretense of a reason being given for it. No special reason being given for the special treatment other than the fact that it was to buy a senator's vote. So that's where the politics are going on, and frankly, we think that we believe that it reflects a culture of corruption that is going on in Washington. It ought to stop. Somebody needs to do something, and when you have over 20% of the state's attorneys general have voiced serious legal concerns about a matter like this, I think there's a real problem. And what we hope, of course, is that the conference committee will just delete this thing from the bill, and that we won't have to consider bringing a lawsuit.
But to be fair, sir, you are running for governor, so if you get a little publicity out of this at the same time, you're not going to complain about it.
Well, all the attorneys general have banded together and joined their resources in a number of things over the years. I guess that critique could be made of all of us for all the years, but it's quite common for the state attorneys general to use their resources and to band together on issues to either oppose something or be for something, or even to bring a lawsuit. This is nothing new. What is new is the Congress making that is the Senate making no qualms about it at all, offering no sort of justification for this other than spending hundreds of millions of dollars just to get a man's vote to make something pass. And it brings up serious constitutional questions, and we are quite concerned that if this goes on, we're wondering what's next. But this is bad enough. It's really something we haven't seen before.
South Carolina Attorney General Henry McMaster, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, ma'am.